Hello everyone, back to tuning in to today's second video. We're going to have a look at the ECMWF external model for today's second video, looking at mean sea level pressure, 500 millibar height, temperature and precipitation anomalies for the next 6 weeks. Going to take us well into the second half of August. I should get on that for you in about the focus with this on the UK and Ireland. Of course, we do the wider European outlook with this model on a Tuesday, but on a Saturday, Friday or Saturday, usually Saturday, we focus on Ireland and on the UK as well. So I shall get time for that for you in a second. Just say that the first video you see was the 6 AM upload. We've got weekend forecast coming up for you in a little while, and the that was there'll be a 10 to 14 day as well. So please keep tuning back to the channel for all of the updates. Please like, share, subscribe on videos. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. And thank you to ECMWF.int for supplying the charts as well. Right, so to start off week 1, mean sea level pressure anomaly, taking us from the 11th to the 18th of July. Next week will be dominated by high pressure across much of northern and western Europe, with low pressure out in the Atlantic. We're going to draw up a very warm or hot southerly southeast wind. In fact, most parts of western Europe will turn very, very hot later on next week. The 500 millibar height anomaly from the Arctic and North Pole view down shows high pressure again dominating across much of Western Europe as well, by the way. So, temperature anomalies look like this. Very warm, hot actually, across Western Europe. The core of the heat is like through Spain and Portugal, and also into western parts of France as well, where we're going to around 10 degrees above average, so with those very deep red shadings. But widely across Western Europe, you see temperatures like 3 degrees, 2-3 degrees above average across Western Europe. Ireland and the UK looking hot, hot, hot. Wow, wow, wow. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm a little bit giddy, I must say, tonight while I'm recording this video. It's been a warm day, it's been a nice day, and I've got a little bit giddy, I think. I'm going to calm myself down. Right, so the precipitation anomaly next week is looking very dry as well. There's going to be hardly any measurable rain anywhere, really. So, it's going to be hot and dry. Right, going for the week 2, which is the 18th to 25th of July, we look like that. So, high pressure is to our south and east, so a little bit lower pressure in the Atlantic. Wouldn't necessarily say particularly low pressure, but lower pressure in the Atlantic, bringing through the jet stream something perhaps a little bit in that kind of fashion. 500 millibar height anomalies look like this. Just perhaps the ridge is slightly shifting southwards a little bit, which could start to allow something perhaps a little bit cooler, a little bit more showery maybe with the jet stream into the north. It's not particularly low pressure, but it might bring something a bit more showery and cooler into the far north. Potentially not still above average really. Most parts of the country. There's a bit of cool down that's going on perhaps for Ireland and also for Scotland. England and Wales are still warmer than average, however. The precipitation anomaly for week 2. So it's driving average for England and Wales, nearer normal for Scotland and Northern Ireland. I think there's like a little bit more showeriness to the weather and slightly cooler through that week. Okay, back to mean sea level pressure anomaly for week 3, which will be the 25th of July to the 1st of August. Then we get one of these rather bizarre looking patterns with just lots and lots and lots of low. Seemingly, but that can't be right, can it? Let's have a look at the 500 millibar height anomaly. Actually, it is showing like below average heights coming in from off the Atlantic into northern and west Europe. So that's a big change to the last week of July. I tell you, much more unsettled and lot cool as well. Jet stream coming southwards with that, and so yes, you know, that's turning properly unsettled. Then yes, but the temperature wanted to dip away. Still holding up okay actually for England and Wales anyway. This cooler than average area is getting a little bit closer though to the northern half of the country. And the precipitation anomaly goes wetter. Look at that. That's a big change. Big change for the last week of July with above average rainfall appearing. What a turn up of a book that would be. I don't know what to make of that. Right, I'm so sorry. Week 4 will be the 1st to the 8th of August. Let's have a look then. Let's have a butcher's at this. So, low pressure will be to the I'm so sorry, everyone. And to the south, what's going on in this white area, though? I reckon a ridge might be trying to get going there, actually, as we go through the first week of August. The 500 millibar high tonight, sort of hinting at a bit of a ridge, maybe trying to reform across western parts of Europe. It is a week till we're 4 weeks out now, so, you know, we're a long way out. The temperature anomaly is warmer than average in Wales, close to Northern Ireland and Scotland. Precipitation-wise, we lose that wet signal, and we're perhaps shifting back, if anything, to a little bit drier across Western Europe. Anyway, it is a weak signal though. Week 5 will be the 8th to the 15th of August. So again, with this one, we've got low pressure over Scandi and across southwestern parts of Europe. So again, what's going on in this white area? Let's add in. We'll add in a couple of question marks there. The week 5 500 millibar height anomaly looks like that. A little bit of high pressure to the south and some low pressure to the north, maybe bringing like a flat westerly type thing. The temperature anomaly. Couldn't average to our north all of the time, but it never quite gets couldn't average in the northern half of the country. Near normal there, or no signal, and remain warm in the south. And then lastly, we have the week 5 precipitation anomaly, which perhaps seems to be a little bit dry, especially for more southern areas. And then finally, we go to week 6, which will be the 15th to the 22nd of July. This is how it's. What am I talking about? 15th to 22nd of August. This is how it's looking. Let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. And again, rather strange looking patterns. So we've got some lower pressure to the south, some lower pressure up here, and again, what's going on in this white area? Let's put in question marks because it's not clear what's happening there. 500 millibar height. Again, quite a weak signal. There's some sort of ridge maybe here. That does form there around Germany up to Denmark. That would likely pull wind up from the south, up west side of Europe, which would of course bring probably another heat surge up western side of Europe. The temperature anomaly actually gets hotter in that week, so that does suggest like potentially hot weather surging northwards again. West side of Europe. Precipitation anomalies lastly look like that. Not much of a signal, but if anything, possibly hinting at just being a little bit on the drier than average side. Possibly, maybe. Maybe, possibly. Maybe, I don't know. Right, that's it, then. So we are done with this one. We'll be back later on with your weekend forecast. And don't forget, we've got to change towards the day coming to you later on today as well. So just keep checking back to the channel for more. But for this one, that's all for now. And thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. See you later.